got the world in my hands, the master plan, but I don't know why I keep calling, why I keep all of these girls in my shows. They loving me, but I don't know why I keep calling, why I keep calling you.
Welcome back to the Convo Starters Pod. I'm your host, Be Honest. And as always, we're going to get right into it with y'all. I want to thank everybody for checking in with us, tuning in, and putting your ears back to this pod. And as always, being a Convo Starter. And we want to start off with our shouts out and our appreciations to our unofficial, official sponsor, everybody over at Nightcap, everybody over by Shea by La Portier, Club Shay. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for checking in. If you haven't watched the Nightcap live shows, they're in Atlanta, and I think they'll be in Dallas in a few days. So get with them, follow them on social media. Because I'm staying with them, so you gotta stay with us too. But as always, hit the subscribe button here, hit the notification, the bell icon. If you're listening on iHeart, if you're listening on Spotify, I appreciate it. I thank you for being here. It's a Convo Starters. But let's get right into it because I am excited. I know a lot of men are too. I know a lot of men are excited. There's some women that's excited, because we got hold on, let's go back. Before we get into it, I gave a shout out to everybody over at Shayla. I gave a shout out to Onk and Ocho, right? I'm a Raiders fan and I'm shouting out a Bronco, but that's neither here nor there. We're gonna get into that because now the season starts. I've said it enough. I've shouted out Shea by La Portier. Guess what, Onk? I'm not shouting you out no more. The NFL season starts in 11 days. I will not be shouting you out in 11 days on another episode until the season's over. So that's that. So Raiders is a Broncos thing. He know what it is. I know what it is. It's all love, though. Football starts in 11 days. This is the last weekend of college. But no, I'm sorry. Let's get it right. This is the last weekend of preseason football. This is the first weekend of college football. Then the big boys play in 10 days. So we got 2 weeks of college football to get into, see what kids might be looking good for the draft coming April. We don't want to push it. We don't want to rush it. We waited for this for the past 4 months. Football season seems like it takes so long to get here and it goes by so fast. So I have a message. For all my female watchers, for all my female listeners. If you're not watching on YouTube, I will be letting you know what is happening through Spotify or iHeart Radio. This will be the cover for this pod. So it's football season. Like, don't act crazy. Ladies, I'm gonna tell you this much right now. Ladies, if you have a husband, if you have a boyfriend, your dude on the side, like your little whatever the case may be. You got a boyfriend, spouse, however you give it up, however he get down with you. Remember this. Take this into consideration just a little bit. Even if he's not like, a super fan. Some people are super fans. Some people are stupor fans. Some people are just casuals. So, even if he's just a casual, you know what I'm saying? If your man, whatever the case may be, however you see this person, if he's not excited about football season, you have a girlfriend. So with that being said, let's get right into it because yesterday was 8/24, Kobe Bryant Day. And as you know, GOAT sits on my desk, okay? The king of California, the king of the Los Angeles Lakers, he sits on my desk. There is no other GOAT of the Los Angeles Lakers but Kobe Bryant. 20 years in the league, same team, 2 numbers, 5 rings, tons of accolades. Come on, but let's not act crazy as if he's not the GOAT. He's not the one, okay? Let's not do that. But on this day, we had the opening of college football. We've had the last few days of the NFL preseason. This has been a weekend that people have been very anxious, have been very antsy for. We've been sitting around just chilling, just waiting for it. You know, Shea Otani, he entered the 40-40 club Friday on Saturday, I believe on Friday night. So, you know, going into a weekend of the end of NFL's preseason, which seems to take so goddamn. Is it me? But preseason takes so long sometimes. Um, they've cut it down from 4 games to 3, and it still seems as though it takes forever. The sad part is, if you don't have 4 games, some dudes who deserve to be on the team get cut, and you don't see these dudes. And when you see them again later, it's, you know, week 10, and he got 112 yards receiving on your team, and you had him on your team early in the season and preseason, but you cut him like during the second game or like in the final cut because you know he had a few drop passes during preseason for you. Shit is ugly. You could have had that if you had that 4th game. Sometimes that 4th game matters. It hasn't mattered in a long time. It doesn't. It does nothing really but cause more injuries. But the irony is that, as you can see, we have plenty, or if you heard, we have plenty of injuries going on during training camp this year.
Yo, this is some bullshit.
Astronomical numbers. Yeah, facts. Shout out to my team over here. You know, everybody. You know, a few people showed up today. We have Buck be killing in the building. Mr. Gray's in the building. Swigger Nation's always in the building. Shout out to everybody over at Bobby Key's Garage. So you know, let's keep it smooth. Mr. Hall, what's up? What's up, bro? How you doing? But anyway, yeah, the NFL, man, it's here. It's that time of year. It's that time of fucking year. And as a Raiders fan, we have Gardner Minshew starting at quarterback, right? I have faith in Antonio Pierce being a new head coach. This is his first full season, first off season, and he went with Gardner Minshew. Not saying anything wrong with Aiden O'Connell, but in the same sense that what's really right with Gardner Minshew besides he has veteran play? Gardner Minshew is like damn near a veteran now. He's been on the Eagles, he's been on the Colts, he was somewhere else before he got to us. But you know, it's Gardner fucking Minshew. We'll see what happens with the Wild Man. I don't know. It's Vegas. You never fucking know. The Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys of talking about you never know. The Dallas Cowboys have had a quiet off season, as everybody has highlighted. You know, Marcus Spears on ESPN's First Take on ESPN's NFL platform. Marcus Spears, really? Anyway, Marcus Spears of the NFL's ESPN NFL crew. Marcus Spears recently has said that the Cowboys should be okay, but he also has that look of he's not sure if the Cowboys are going to be okay. All right, because the Ryan Bland is now out for 6 to 8 weeks. Micah Parsons still doesn't seem like he's happy, but I think he's just going along with the flow. CeeDee Lamb hasn't gotten paid yet, but I think he's just going along with the flow. Dak Prescott not getting paid. I guess he might be going along with the flow, but we'll see how it goes. They brought back Zeke this offseason. Michael Gallup left. He retired. So I don't know, Dallas. I don't know what the Cowboys are going to do. Mike McCarthy's job might be on the line, and it might be time for a revamp and a rebuild of the Dallas Cowboys. I got a question. I know. Let's say, all right, boom. NFL season starts. Teams get out to a good start. A lot of teams have fun, right? A lot of teams have trouble. Most teams, you know, young teams will have trouble. Some veteran teams will have trouble. Let's say the Dallas Cowboys, being one of those veteran teams, have trouble. Barring injuries, they still have trouble. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Like I said, they brought Zeke back. They're now down a receiver because Michael Gallup is not there anymore. You only have CeeDee Lamb. I mean, there are other players on the Cowboys, but we're not going to get too far into it. But as far as star players and quality goes, you have CeeDee Lamb. You have Michael Gallup, like I said, as a counterpart for him on the other side of the field. But let's say the Cowboys as a team, right? The Bills also. The Bills. The fucking Bills also. The Bills as well. Let's say they come out and play well, right? Both teams, let's say week 10 are 7-2, 7-3 if they have a bye. I'm not sure what their buys and what their buys interject. They finish the season. After they buy from being 7-2, 7-3, they finish their season at 7-10. 7-9, well, 7-10, right? 17 games. Say they finish at 7-10, or wild card team, 9-7, 9-8, some shit like that, right? 10-6, whatever the case may be. Say either one finishes a wild card team, doesn't play a playoff game at home, and they lose. Does the coach get fired? In the Cowboys case, will Jerry Jones sell his team? Because he said himself, he doesn't have that. He know he's on that side of age where he doesn't have that many days left or years left to see like certain things through with the Cowboys. And I don't know if he's going to leave this franchise in the hands of his son, Stephen Jones, and the rest of their ownership group. But that's down the line. We pray that Jerry Jones, makes it through the season and makes it some years to come to see whatever happens with the Dallas Cowboys happen. Because I don't see the Cowboys doing anything. I don't see them doing shit. I don't see the Cowboys doing a damn thing. All right. So I mean, that's what I see. All right. We're gonna do exactly what I always say. The Cowboys, the Bills, the Rams, the 49ers. Yes, the 40 fucking Niners. There are other teams, but let's focus on those few teams right there. Bills, Cowboys, 49ers, Rams. Those are coaches I see on the hot seat. Even the fucking Eagles, okay? The Eagles are on. Nick Sirianni's on the fucking hot seat, okay? I don't care what nobody says. I don't care how people see it. Oh, the Eagles got Saquon Barkley. They got Jahan Dotson. Their offensive coordinator is Kellen Moore, the former Dallas Cowboys coordinator. I'm not saying anything's bad or anything's wrong with Kellen Moore, but at the same time, we've seen the offense that Kellen Moore runs for the Cowboys. But that's the Cowboys, right? Right. The Eagles have better players. They have better quality of players. They have players who can execute a lot better and a lot cleaner and a lot smoother. That is true. But say the Eagles had the same fate as the Cowboys and they come out hot, 7-2, 7-3 at the bye, week 10. I don't know. I don't know what the Eagles' bye is. And say they finish in the middle, wild card team fighting for a spot, and somebody like the Washington Commanders, say the Washington Commanders go, 12-5, and win the division with the rookie Jay and Daniels, and new head coach Dan Quinn, with offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury. Washington is a very sleeping giant that will be in people's living rooms this season. Be careful of Washington. Be careful of the Commanders. So I say that because the Eagles, fully loaded team, they have so much extra strength behind Jalen Hurts. Nick Sirianni, if you don't win the conference, if you don't win the division by at least 4 games this season, you will be fired next year. If y'all don't make it to the Super Bowl, Just that's just clear cut. If the Eagles don't make it to the Super Bowl, I think Nick Sirianni's getting fired. If they make it to the wild card game and lose, like struggle throughout the season, make it to the wild card game and lose, time for a new head coach. Nick Sirianni's out of here. I already see it. I'm telling you right now. But there is a chance that the Eagles could win the Super Bowl. So that's still out there too. The Bills, no. I feel like the Bills' chances are over. I feel like the 49ers window is as tight as my hand is to this microphone. The 49ers window is very, very tight. I think it's closing very soon. I think it's on the brink of being over for Kyle Shanahan and this Brock Purdy experiment with Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey needs to be used in a different manner. The 49ers have used Christian McCaffrey the same way the Bears used Devin Hester. Like he's a Swiss Army knife. He can do so much. That's all well and fine for him to be a Swiss Army knife and to be capable of doing so many things on the football field. But if you want him to be your primary running back, he can't be your second leading receiver 4 or 5 games in a row. Where's Debo? Debo last year had injuries. Christian McCaffrey last year had injuries. Your only mainstay on the team last year was Brandon Ayuk, who is right now about to be on his way to Pittsburgh. He might be on his way to Washington because they traded Jahan Dotson to the Eagles. I still think Brandon Ayuk is going to be on the Washington Commanders when the season ends. So, yeah, Mr. Steve, I know you heard me. Be careful at Washington. I just see Washington being a sleeper because Jayden Daniels will perform as well as C.J. Stroud did last year with Dan Quinn as his head coach. This won't be the same Dan Quinn you saw in Atlanta. Trust me on that one. Jamar Chase is chasing the bag. You know, it's cheesy, but it works. Jamar is chasing the bag, and Cincinnati has got to pay this kid because T. Higgins. I think T. Higgins is on a contract. He's on one of those tenders. He's on a tender contract for the year, the franchise tag, if I'm not mistaken. And you're going to need some help because CJ Uzomah is back on the market. The Eagles let him go. I didn't even know the Eagles had CJ Uzomah in the offseason. The Eagles cut CJ Uzomah to pick up Jahan Dotson. The Bengals need some more receiving help. I would call CJ Uzomah. Hopefully he comes back because to me, well, if you remember, that was Joe Burrow's best year. He had Jamar Chase, he had CJ Uzomah, he had T. Higgins, he had Tyler Boyd. They were able to move the ball downfield and make teams figure out what was next from Cincinnati. They had Joe Mixon. They don't have Joe Mixon anymore either, Cincinnati. That's why my pick for the AFC, if it's not my Raiders, which is like a fight in itself, I got Houston. I got Houston representing the AFC in the Super Bowl against Philadelphia. If Saquon stays healthy, the Eagles will make it to the Super Bowl. That's not good either. That's not good for the Philadelphia Eagles fans because you should have kept DeAndre Swift. I understand. Bro, that's Saquon Barkley. You're like, you don't get it. I'm a Raider fan. We had Josh Jacobs for the past 7 years. He is now on the Packers. I get it. My thing is, DeAndre Swift is a Philadelphia kid, raised in the Philadelphia school system, played football in the Philadelphia pub and Catholic League system. He is a Philadelphia staple at running back, okay? There have been a list of Philadelphia running backs that were amazing over the years. DeAndre Swift was one of them. The problem is he was young. He's young. DeAndre Swift is 25, 26 years old. He doesn't have well, he has a few injuries on his record, but he doesn't have the injuries that Saquon Barkley has. I feel bad because what follows Saquon Barkley is that Saquon's track record at his health. People's argument is that he didn't have the protection like he has with Philadelphia coming up this season. That's all well and fine. Saquon still gained 1,000 yards playing for the Giants. So he didn't need that much protection. But that's what got him injured. But that's what got him injured, really. That's not what got him injured. I'm sorry. Let's fix that. That's not what that's not what got him injured. What got Saquon injured, to me, from the outside looking in, they used him like they used him like Christian McCaffrey. DeAndre Swift can be used like CJ McCaffrey. The same way the Niners try to use him like Devin Hester. Okay? The Eagles already had that player with Kenneth Gainwell. To me, that is a backwards move when you think about receiving and the rushing back attack. You bring in Saquon Barkley now. Kenneth Gainwell is automatically your receiving back. Do you see what happened to Christian McCaffrey? Christian McCaffrey is now like facing a lot of nagging injuries. He's going through the same trauma that Saquon Barkley went through as a Giant. But now the Eagles take on that burden of Saquon Barkley medical history. And if you see them in training camp, they're running the same plays that they ran with him in New York, the same plays that the Niners are running with CJ. Well, I keep trying to say CJ. The Niners are running with Christian McCaffrey. I don't like it. I don't like that for a running back. My running back should not be 30 yards downfield catching a wheel route on second down. That's not good. We'll see how it plays out. I don't think it's smart, but we'll see how it plays out. Because you have a person like DeAndre Swift, who's lighter on his feet, who's younger, who's not as injury prone, who can do those things, right? People say, all right, well, Saquon's good because he can pick up the block and everything, keep Jalen on his feet. Yeah, that's all well and fine. But Jalen has feet. He can run. But, we can talk about this all night. We can do this all day. I'm a convo starter. I'm your man, Be Honest. We just going to keep it moving because there's other things to talk about in the NFL. You have the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have two quarterbacks. And one's a young thoroughbred and one's an old thoroughbred. Right? I guess. Que sera, sera. Pittsburgh will be 9-8 at the end of the season. And whoever quarterback plays when the playoff come, that's their quarterback of the future. We have the Falcons. We have the Atlanta motherfucking Falcons, who have revamped their defense within the last 2 weeks of preseason. They brought in AJ Terrell. They also signed Justin Simmons. They did some other shit that I recently caught. But, the Falcons, they trying to find ways to keep Kirk Cousins from looking sloppy on offense. They got to have a good defense for somebody like Kirk Cousins because Michael Penix is waiting. Jeremy Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix is waiting. I think once Michael Penix gets in the game, the ATO will be turned up. Okay.
Let's go!
Yeah. Shout out my man Buck B. Killer. Him and Mr. Gray over there fighting over who should be doing what sounds. I got a board here myself, but they like being in control of certain things. I let them have their fun. Matter of fact, hold on. Talking about having fun. Shout out to All In, All to Win. They are. Shout out to.
Right, buddy.
Shut up. You see that. You see it, right? Shout out to All In, All to Win. He got an interview with Miss Judy Kalaski from Alaska. Matter of fact, as a Raider fan, let's just go.
Judy Kalaski from Anchorage, Alaska.
Judy from Alaska, it's so nice to meet you. How long have you been a Raider fan?
Since 1967.
You've seen a lot of great years.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen a few bad ones too.
Oh, no, it's good, bad, really bad, but we're on a comeback and we're going to beat the Chiefs. Go Raiders.
Is this your first game in Allegiant?
Here, yes.
What do you think of the stadium on the outside?
I've been watching it grow over the years, and my son bought me a ticket, a bucket list. I'm an old lady, you know, and I got it, and I'm going to see my Raiders. I love them.
What do you think about the Chiefs?
He's going to beat me.
Just let it rip, Judy. Just let it rip.
Fuck the Chiefs.
All in, all them win. I like that, my guy right there. Right.
Miss Judy Kalaski. Right, Miss Judy. Thank you. Shout out to all, like I said, again, shout out to All In, All to Win. Appreciate it. You know, listen, follow us back, bro. Appreciate it. It's the Convo Starters. We have so much shit to talk about besides the NFL, okay? I know I'm not going to burn y'all out with the NFL. I'm not going to... Y'all gotta excuse me. They not used to the YouTube videos yet. I've done this a few times myself now, and they having a little fun on their own. They want to play a video. I just played Miss Judy. But anyway, we're going to keep going because Angel Reese has recently signed, well, not recently. As you know, Angel Reese is the signature athlete for Reebok going into the future. Her and Allen Iverson sat down, designed her shoe, and she has a signature shoe. It's unforgettably Angel, if I'm not mistaken. She also has a partnership with Reese's Peanut Butter. So that's another thing. I mean, because she gets double doubles and they sell doubles, that's lit. That's fucking lit. Shout out to Angel Reese. Congratulations, Angel Reese. Shout out to Reese's Peanut Butter. And shout out to Reebok is back, I guess. I mean, shit, everybody wear Asics, so New Balances, Asics, Reeboks are back. It's the 90s going into the 2000s, mixed with a little bit of the 80s flavor. Fuck it. But I mean, I'm saying it is what it is. All right.
Say that again, Deanna. Say it again.
Every time I say it is what it is, we gotta play a video. So let's get to a video. I'm your man, Be Honest. We be back in a little while. Check it out. Wait. It's your man, Be Honest. It's the Convo Starters. Always remember one thing. Be honest with yourself. You can be honest with everybody else in the world. Let's get to this video. Yo, Swigger, man, play something.
Got a lot of hit records, several flicks on TV. When I was pressing up them CDs, y'all did not believe me. Hit the pressure, go to Louis, then I stop at Neiman's. Then I sped off in the Guinea, this did not come easy. Freedom Thinkers Apparel, I learned a lot from Yeezy. When I was locked up phone home, I learned a lot from E.T. Rolled the dice, I did it AC/DC. Did it Vegas nights with Fran and Beanie. The dealers in house was glad to see me. Was making bags at a stowaway house. Had to fight through the confusion, had to shoot our way out. Shout out to all the women holding lead in they blouse. The street life is in illusion, this a better way out. Yeah. Put you pussies in your proper place. Money is the only thing I gotta chase. Every other head I gotta race. They want me give it to them, but they gotta wait. Phone ringing, 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 ringing. Phone keep ringing, 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 ringing. Phone ringing, 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 ringing. They wasn't calling when them niggas thought this shit was sinking. Second they think that it's over, folks have vanished quick. My kidneys failed, I looked around and they abandoned ship. Rock dropped me, looked around and they abandoned ship. But these hoes still top me, they want abandon dick. I'm the man again, feet on land again. New kidney, we eating lamb again. Might spot me in a lamb again. Dior cardigan, free did it before all of them. In Seattle with Lido at the Sheraton. These grown men embarrassing. My cell phone keep ringing cause they want me to barbarian, y'all scrambling, pocket watching niggas, coke following, Marv Harrison. Put you pussies in your proper place. Money is the only thing I gotta chase. Every other head I gotta race. They want me give it to them, but they gotta wait. Phone ringing, 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 ringing. Phone keep ringing, 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 ringing. Phone ringing, 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 ringing. They wasn't calling when them niggas thought this shit was sinking.
Came in radical, but very intelligent. Heir to the streets, made dope, stayed relevant. Switched a few labels, fired a few lawyers. 1 minute they love you, then they trying to destroy you. Yeah, guess it's the gift and the curses. All about perception, making a big purchase. They don't have to know us, they just Google and they search us. I ain't been home since the day after verses. Same results any day. Numbers shot up the way they should have been anyway. Yeah, I just caught the paper. And rest in peace, Bismarck. They just caught the vapors. What's up?
Put you pussies in your proper place. Money is the only thing I gotta chase. Every other head I gotta race. They want me give it to them, but they gotta wait. Phone ringing, 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 ringing. Phone keep ringing, 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 ringing. Phone ringing, 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 ringing. They wasn't calling when them niggas thought this